All right, and we are back. We have Dolly, Sherman, we have Marty, Landon here, and we're talking about as I mentioned earlier, we just showed you the video of last year's 4th of July because nothing says Thanksgiving like 4th of July fireworks.
It's a little different this year.
But it runs hand in hand with me. Actually, every day of the year, I'm working on coming up 4th of July festival.
You have to,
in
don't
some
you?
way or another. Yes. As a matter of fact, I postponed yesterday a meeting with a ride company. They were coming down to the park to just set up some ideas for next year. I postponed that till next week though because my schedule's just too busy right now.
Is it a different ride company?
Nope. Well, it's the same one I was meeting with, but I am negotiating with another ride company. Always working on improvement and just try to make the festival bigger and better each year.
And people that are familiar with it know that what's happened the last couple of years is
It's been
crisis for the fireworks. You get all these people coming to Conneaut for the fireworks and all, but they don't come cheap, and at the last minute you got people down there trying to solicit money, and you have to have nerves of steel to do that. I think I'd be in a basket case.
Yeah, it's costly.
It is.
Every year, more and more.
I mean, Ashley Beulah stopped years ago, right? Having fireworks and they all come here.
right.
Or go to Geneva on the Lake, or both.
Actually, like Erie stopped having them for a long time too because of the cost. Until they got a sponsor to step up. They just started them back up last year. But
And like we always said, if everybody gave $1,
Right.
we'd be covered.
Yeah.
And that's cheap entertainment.
It sure
they like
is.
It. They enjoy it.
Yeah, because you sure get the people down there.
There's a population of Conneaut 12,000. Everyone gave $1 and would be
Right,
paid
and then
for it.
everybody that's coming in from everywhere
Or even
else.
everywhere else, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're trying to get a step up on this by having a
First time ever
fundraiser here.
in my history of the 4th of July festival. We're doing a fundraiser this December in hopes to raise the money to pay for the fireworks next year.
So we don't have to be begging, can to can, person to person.
Although we still may have
Please,
to
sir,
do-
can I have
Double
more?
those cans. Yeah, begging.
We're here and happy to announce that we're bringing back a very popular event that has been around Conneaut for a number of years, and that is a reverse raffle on New Year's Eve. We decided to do a reverse raffle on New Year's Eve as a fundraiser, and then a little twist came about. I was watching TV one night and I saw an advertisement for the college football playoffs, and it's on New Year's Eve this year.
It's fate.
Yeah, the two semifinal games of the college football playoffs will be on New Year's Eve. So then I thought, oh no, we're going to be competing with the college playoffs. With 2 games on in one night, people are going to want to stay home and watch those games, And I thought, well, what can we do? So the idea came up, why don't we have a college football playoff themed reverse raffle? And that's when this was born. And now we're working on it.
So does this mean that people guess the scores or something and they're the ones that win, or is it just...
No,
No,
we're
Just watching the game.
Okay.
A little bit of that's the entertainment basically.
Okay, all right.
yes,
And between commercials, we'll
Yes.
draw numbers and
we're gonna have
Keep it-
just a regular reverse raffle. Although it's not regular because we're having 2. It's a double header reverse raffle. There's 2 games, so there'll be 2 raffles. Each raffle will give away $1,500. So you have an opportunity on New Year's Eve to win $3,000.
yeah,
Great
if you
way
win the
to
first
start
1,500,
this-
you can put your ticket right back in, and
Okay.
you could win.
All the tickets in the first raffle automatically go into the second raffle. So if you don't win on the first one, you still got a chance to win on the second one.
And so and they will be drawn at different times, I take it.
we are going to be drawing the first raffle during the first game. Doors will open at 3:30, and the game starts at 4 o'clock. Usually in playoff games they run a little bit later, they're maybe 4:15 or so. But the game scheduled to start at 4 o'clock. Our first raffle will start at 4 o'clock. During the intermission between quarters, during any commercials during the football game, because we'll have them on big screens and a projector. During the timeouts, that's when we'll draw the numbers. We'll draw as many as we can every timeout, every commercial break during the game, halftime, and then we'll have 5 tickets left at the end of the game, and we'll give everyone, those 5 people, an opportunity to split or keep going, and we'll draw it down to the last one, the winner.
We also are having main boards. I mean, sideboards.
Yeah. We'll have football
Just
squares. That's where you number, take a sheet and you number across the top, down the side, and then you buy squares.
Okay.
And then at the end of the first quarter, whoever has their square that matches those 2 numbers wins X amount of dollars. That hasn't been determined yet, but those are some of the options we're going to have for winning money. And then of course we'll have sideboards.
Right. But there's a lot more even than that, right? I mean, you're going to be spending the next
And if you don't
10 hours.
and you
this
don't
stuff to
like a regular reverse raffle, usually want to get there the time of start. You don't have to with this. If you can't get there till 5:30, get there at 5:30. Eat. At least your
Right.
ticket's still going to be in the drawing.
You don't have to be present to win.
It'd be nice if you were, though, kind of the
absolutely.
drama and all.
Oh,
yeah.
But there's a lot of things going to be going on
Right.
during this raffle. We'll have games, other games. I believe we're going to be doing something like a football throw where we hang a ring and you throw a football through the ring, win some money. Stuff like that, football themed.
Dolly will be winning that.
No, I doubt it.
Maybe we'll have
You don't know.
maybe we'll have a cheerleading contest or something like that. You know, just
Marty will be doing
No,
that.
yeah.
Hey. But we'll have fun things to do.
A lot of food.
Oh, the food.
It's like tailgate food, right? Is that?
Absolutely. The doors will open at 3:30. Raffle starts at 4. So when the doors open at 4 o'clock, we'll have available some big roasters full of chili, some appetizers like meat and cheese trays and crackers and stuff like that, pretzels, potato chips. And then at 6 o'clock, we'll be serving dinner from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock, we'll have the sauerkraut and pork and a champagne toast at midnight. The menu for the dinner from 6 to 10. Now this is kind of a unique situation. We thought, we originally thought about a caterer, but when you expect people to come at 3:30 and stay till midnight, that's a long time. Like we said, you don't have to. You can come at any time, do whatever you want, and then leave, or come and stay. It doesn't matter. But the dinner from 6 to 10, we're bringing in one of the food vendors from the 4th of July Festival. And they're going to set up right outside the door of the Human Resource Center. We'll have a canopy going out to their trailer so that you're out of the weather in case of...
There won't be any snow, though.
No, not December 31st.
And we'll get a torpedo heater if needed to keep it hot in that tent, so everybody will be comfortable. But they have quite an extensive menu, and they're going to offer all of this, and you'll just go out there whenever you want between 6 and 10. You just go out and order whatever you want, and it's free. They'll have sausage, pepper, and onion sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, pulled pork sandwiches, ribeye steak sandwiches, chicken wings, cheese sticks, onion rings, French fries, and nachos.
You're getting kind of emotional about this.
Oh, something
Yeah.
tickling my throat right now. I don't know what it
After
is.
I get in here for a certain amount of time, I don't
Yeah.
know what it is, but yeah.
But that's quite a menu.
There could be a lot of eating at this, and
Absolutely.
there will be some adult beverages.
Oh yes, open bar, completely open bar. That's beer, liquors, and then no charge. It's all included in your ticket. Ticket prices, $100 per ticket. It's good for 2 people. So.
So my high school math says that's $50 each for all the food you want,
Yeah,
all the drink
sure.
for 8.5 hours or
It's
so.
a pretty cheap.
And an opportunity to win
win.
$3,000.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's for New
And it
Year's Eve.
it supports the fireworks.
Right,
I mean,
which
which is needed.
For New Year's Eve, that's a cheap date,
It is.
and of course, you're supporting 4th of July fireworks. Which, by the way, Bob, you did a wonderful job with the display before we came on.
Well, I just kind of wanted to remind everybody, those are always fun to shoot. I always like shooting the fireworks, I always like shooting D-Day. It's a combination of video and still pictures. I don't know,
Yeah.
it's just...
Yeah.
But yeah, and it does bring a lot of people into town, and it isn't something that you want to be scurrying around at the last minute. I remember you coming on. For some reason, I was filling in for Pat, I think, the last 2 years, and had you coming on talking about how they needed money both
Yeah.
times. And like I say, that's a hard enough job. You say you're doing it's like a year-round job without having to worry about constantly about the money involved.
So if you're looking for something to do on New Year's Eve, this is a great opportunity to support the fireworks, help with the cost of them. Our goal is to raise enough money at this raffle to pay for the fireworks. That way, next year around June or May, we won't have to.
You can just kind of
A
sit
lot
back.
less, yeah.
Well, you won't be able to
I mean,
sit
there's a lot of other,
We'll be able to concentrate on other things that we need to help improve the 4th of July.
Yes, but your thoughts can be on other things that'll make it better rather than
worry about where this is coming from.
okay. All right.
So these will
Dolly.
be hanging through town.
Dolly does our pageant down there, our beauty
Well,
contest.
yeah, I want to talk about. Go to a break and maybe we can talk a little bit more about it all.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back in just a. All right, we've got Dolly Sherman and we got Marty Landon. We're talking about New Year's Eve. If you're looking for something to do New Year's Eve, there is about 9 hours potentially there that you have for for everything from watching basketball and eating football. I'm sorry. Yes.
Wrong
It's
season.
okay, Bob.
Yes. Well, yeah, I was just
Not
announcing
really.
high school
Not
basketball.
really, but it's football.
Right, yes. And Ohio State's, I'm not that big of a sports fan, but Ohio State looks like it's out of it, right? Because they lost to Michigan State.
At the present time, yes, it looks like they're out of it. But there is a possibility.
They beat Michigan this week, that would be...
They can. Well, it's going to take some other teams losing is what it's going to take. But it'll be good. There'll be 2 good games no matter who's there. We hope that Ohio State's there, not just because of the raffle, but as you can see, these are color coded for
We're hoping.
Scarlet and Gray for Ohio State. We were hoping they were going to be there, but we'll see. Clemson. It looks like Clemson now. Notre Dame. I'm not sure. There's 4 teams right now, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And I want to say, like, even if you have plans for something else already New Year's Eve, $100 is really not that much to donate towards the fireworks.
And you still have a chance. You still have a chance whether you're there or not.
Like I tell people, even if you can donate the $100, we blow $100. $100 is, I mean, there's a lot of people that just blow through money. So it's a
even if you
chance
stay
that
home.
Yeah.
Even if you stay home, you're gonna spend.
If you don't go out New Year's Eve, at least
close to $100.
get one and.
I take my grandkids, and they're all 6 and under to the movies, and we all get tickets. Even if we don't buy popcorn, it's $70.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And
So-
you're not getting the expensive stuff.
No, and it's little
Popcorn,
kids.
Pop and
Yeah, even without the popcorn, sometimes it's $70. It's crazy, just going out anymore. So
yeah, you go to dinner. I mean, it's nothing. Especially if you go out to Conneaut. I mean, if you go to Erie for dinner, 2 people, you're gonna drop $60.
Oh yeah,
Right.
You know, for dinner on a regular night.
right.
Not counting
Absolutely.
New Year's Eve. So
We went to New York City last year. Every meal was like $100.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
at this raffle, you get a full night of open bar, food, entertainment, opportunity to win $3,000. Man, what a deal!
And you can socialize.
That's
And
right.
socialize. You
I
get
mean, that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
you get to spend New Year's Eve with 400 people. You know.
Let's
Meet new
hope.
friends.
We're hoping. We're
Yeah.
pushing it.
Is that what you're kind of looking for? Is 400?
Well, 200 tickets
You get
is what we're
200.
selling.
Okay.
Two people per ticket, so that'd be 400 people.
Okay. From my understanding, also you are making it 2 people per ticket, so you
Yes.
can't buy one for $50. You have to buy 2.
Correct. You have to buy every ticket's $100.
So if you're single, you got to make a friend between now and then.
You can come by yourself if you want. I mean, we like to see more people there, but you know, if that's the way it is, then we can't discount the tickets and sell them $50 each because then we run into an issue of reaching our goal. So
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it'll be nice at some point when you can say, "Oh, we met our goal and everything now is gravy." Or
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
It's too hard at the last minute trying to have you raise money.
I know.
so.
I have enough to do.
So
Now
if you
you-
want a ticket, call Marty, myself, and Melissa Conley.
Yeah.
I guess yeah.
That number's correct. 990.
Yes,
She's not from here. I mean, she moved here.
Well, it's a
Couple
440
years.
area code. But yeah, she's originally, I think she's from Kentucky.
Yeah.
She lives here now. She drives school bus for Conneaut City Schools. So yeah, you can call me at 440-862-3973 or Melissa Conley at 440-990-0889 or Dolly Sherman at 440-813-4503.
Now, do you guys get any, like little kickback if the person bought the ticket from you? And
No. No.
No, not unless that person that bought the ticket from
What's-
me wants to tip me a little for selling them a winning ticket. I'll be happy to take that.
Well, tell me how important the 4th of July festival and the fireworks are to the community. I mean, I know, but
Well,
Yeah.
Bob, it's the 4th of July festival. I believe it's well, I know it is, but we haven't pinpointed the exact date of when it started. We know that it's 60 plus years old. So a community festival that has been around for over 60 years is pretty important to the community. A lot of history. People tell me, because I'm the coordinator, people tell me stories about when it used to be down at Public Dock.
Yes.
And when it first moved up to the Lakeview Park, and they tell me stories about how, the festival, I believe it was over by the sandbar somewhere over there, and a storm came in and blew everything
1970, I think it was.
away.
Yeah, and that's when we
So-
stopped having it. I remember that. I think it was 1970.
And then they moved it up to.
I was still in high school.
I was 6.
They moved it up to Lakeview Park.
I was 6.
You were 6.
If it was 70.
Well, did you go there?
No. Well, no, my dad took. I don't really remember it down there though.
Wow.
I remember it up above.
Yeah.
Well, and
Sometimes-
and the importance of a festival like that. Somebody asked me a couple years ago why I do this. Why? Actually, they said you must make pretty good money, and I said,
Well, you've
No.
actually, I know you've actually had to the opposite.
Absolutely, yeah. I've spent my own money to pay for things, but they asked me, or they said I must make pretty good money, and I said no, I don't make money, and they said, well, why do you do it? And that forced me to really soul search why I do this. Why do I do this? Because I put myself through, I mean, terrible stress, and I sat back and I thought about it, and I remember as a kid growing up in Madison, Ohio. I was born and raised in Madison. We were poor. My parents got divorced. I was young and we were poor, and I had I mean we were dirt poor. I can remember having pancakes for breakfast, lunch, and supper for weeks. Couldn't afford anything. I knew about Cedar Point, and I knew about Geauga Lake, and I knew about Disney, and I knew I was never going to get to go there. Wanted to, never get to go there. And Madison, Ohio, back then when I was a kid in the 60s, had a little 4th of July festival, just like we have down here in Conneaut, at the Township Park in Madison. And we lived not too far from there, and we used to walk there and go to the festival. We couldn't ride on any rides. We couldn't afford it. We couldn't buy any of the food, but we always got to watch the fireworks. They were free.
Right.
And that was like, when growing up, that was my little Disney, you
A
know.
little vacation.
Yeah, so that's why I do what I do now. I'm creating a little Disney down there for these kids.
Well, there has to be other people like you today
Oh,
that,
absolutely.
that go down there.
Absolutely. Yeah. But that's why I do what I do. So my memories of that when I was a kid, that's how important this 4th of July festival is here in Conneaut. Create memories for families, in the area, plus vacationers. People come from all. I almost want to say more people from out of town attend that festival than local people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And some of them plan their vacation around the festival.
Oh yeah, we get phone calls, emails. We have a Facebook page. We get emails and phone calls. When is the fireworks this year?
So they can
From
plan.
somebody out of Pittsburgh, because they're planning their vacation and they want to know what night the fireworks are on. So,
And all the people that rent out cottages and
Absolutely.
all that, hotels, motels.
There's a lot of people in the town.
I'll bet you could check with these people that own vacation rentals in Conneaut, and I'll bet you the 4th of July is already booked.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But that's what we made it. The website is a great tool for getting a message out, not just locally but worldwide. I haven't heard of anybody flying in from another country to go to the 4th of July festival, but I sure would welcome you if you wanted to.
Well, we stream all over the world, so who
That's
knows?
right.
Somebody
Who
in
knows?
Bangladesh is watching this right now.
If you would like to make a donation, I always got to remind myself of this. We do have a GoFundMe.com
All right.
page for the Conneaut 4th of July fireworks. So if you ever want to, you get some extra money, you want to make a donation, you can always go to GoFundMe.com and type up the Conneaut 4th of July Festival, and you can make a donation there. Or just call me. Just call me.
Or just buy a ticket.
Yeah.
This is your best deal right now.
That's right.
Buy a ticket. We have them right here too. If you hurry up down here when we get done from the show, you can buy one right now.
And that way you're also, if you're wondering what you're going to be doing for New Year's Eve, you've already got it taken care of.
Dolly, you got some
I've
other...
got
Yes.
a couple things I want to announce. The Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow at Cabrini is from 1 to 3.
Like they always say on there that you can to call first. Can you still do that?
You
So
can-
they can,
or-
or is it just a heck with it now? Just go.
You could go. It's nice to call so they have an idea. But I think she's doing 55 turkeys this year.
Wow.
I have one in the oven right now. I cooked
That's
one
what
yesterday.
Debbie Monday was. Or Monday, yeah, right. Debbie Newcomb. See, I can tell how we were there in high school and you were running around. Oh, never mind. Never mind. So anyway,
It's sponsored
Jeez.
by Corpus Christi Church. I always say that at home. And Conneaut Human Resource
Corpus
Center.
Christi breakfast
Breakfast
food. So what was my point going to be on this? Oh no, she had mentioned that people are having like turkeys at the home, all kinds of different people, and Phil Garsh has taken so many,
Yeah,
and
we
cooking
all
them up,
took a
and then they
few
take them all to the
them up.
Corpus
Right.
Christi.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I was there last year on the day before, which would be a year ago today, and things were hopping there.
Oh, Renee's there
So
now.
you're roasting a turkey for their
For their dinner.
Did you stuff it?
No,
No.
you just cook the turkeys. And they make their stuffing separately. Yeah. And they do deliveries from 10 to 12. That way they're back at 1 to start.
Man.
Yeah. That you need to, I think you need to sign up for deliveries. But if you
Yeah.
need to call.
Would they deliver,
No one's turned away.
Would they deliver 28 to my house? Then I could get out and cook it.
And then Renee also said Monday starts the kickoff for the telethon.
Yes.
I think I'll be back with her at 8.
Okay. This Monday?
This coming Monday.
Okay.
And our goal is
Why don't you just
$15,000. So
How much is it?
15,000.
Well,
We can do it. After you buy your ticket for the
I
fireworks.
can do it.
Well, I already mentioned on the air here today that I know there's a lot of things that are going on that you want money for. There's the 4th of July. There's the Salvation Army, which also if you feel you can give for that, you can at least donate your time. It goes by fast. I was there Friday. You talk to
It's fun.
people, how you doing, and you see people you haven't seen for a while. Whatever. Friday night at Golden Dawn, it's a happening place. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not that bad, and everything that's going on around here is relatively cheap anyway. I mean, this is for all the food, for 8 hours entertainment, for big screen TVs, for all of the booze and everything, $100.
Yeah,
It's
cheap.
Another thing, December 3rd is Voices of Hope.
right, and that's
Tickets are
$5.
$5.
Yeah.
Awesome concert. I mean, it's. Have you ever been?
No.
It's wonderful.
Oh, it is.
It just
I
puts you
hum
in the
along and they
Christmas
kick me
mood.
out.
It's wonderful.
The sound
It's
man
something-
is superb.
Oh, so Marty, you're not doing it this year.
Whoa!
Ooh.
December 5th is a craft fair at the center, 10 to 3. That's next Saturday.
I did mention it today. I've been mentioning it every day, and I got an email today. Mentioned a craft fair, so
And that's in. And then
that's $1 to get in.
January 16th, save the date, is Saturday night at the races.
Oh,
The horse races.
The Marx Brothers
When
movie?
is that?
January 16th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about that. 'Cause
Good night.
Well, we don't have all the info, but that's our save a date. And that's fun.
So what is it though? It's
Horse races. We hired a company to come in, and nobody knows the winners of the horses, and
so it's like a
you
video
bet
of the
couple
horses.
dollars. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And is that the Human Resource Center
That's the
too?
Human Resource Center.
Whoa.
That's
And
real
who does
fun.
that benefit?
The center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All these
that's
things
real
we
fun.
have in town, they need.
But you know
Support.
what? We have a great community, and we try to support everything.
Right.
it's- We
They
need to all
have
stick together to.
the Conneaut Arts Center has the thing. Well, I saw a guy in here somewhere. I'm not going tramping through there, but
You do have
What-
a pile here.
I do.
Oh, there's Voices of Hope.
Right, yeah. Some of this stuff is
But now you have ours, so you can announce ours.
right.
Yeah,
which I did
you
anyway.
got all ours
Which I did
now.
anyway. Marty gave it to me, but it's easier to have this than look on the
You're right.
computer. But the Connie Art Center, like they're having their thing where they're selling Christmas decorations and stuff that you don't that are good, but you don't use them anymore. You
Right.
never open. And I got home yesterday after announcing that. And my wife says there's some stuff to put in the back of your car and take it to the Connie Art Center when you get off work tomorrow. So I got that in the back. Dishes we haven't even opened.
I forgot about that because I just took some unopened boxes of icicle lights down to Lakeview Park. They were down there.
We
spraying
decorated
lights.
down there.
And I took a bunch of lights down there. All the ones I from last year I used on the house. I bagged them up, and I went out last year after Christmas.
Found the bargains.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's very.
I got all brand new lights for the
Did
house.
they decorate all of them yet? We did the Santa house.
They were down there
But
doing
Mark
it.
Penfield
Yeah,
was
they were
really
doing.
into the
Yeah,
lights.
they were down there doing it yesterday or day before yesterday.
Okay.
That's when I took them down there to yesterday. So I got all new lights, so all the old ones. Plus, I bought more than I needed. I bought a whole case, a big box of lights, and so I took what I had left over down to them. But I forgot about that.
It's right next door to that.
I could have taken them there, and they could have sold them. Oh, they'll
And
get
Santa's
used.
going to be here next Saturday.
Oh, yeah. It's the
Santa
first 3 Saturdays in December, which is all but the day after Christmas, I think.
Right.
Yeah, I know I was going to take the grandkids there because they'd be hilarious, but I never got there last year, so
They would
definitely
love
this
it.
year. Oh yeah.
Don't forget the Christmas parade. That's
And
the
the
day after
Christmas
tomorrow.
parade.
That's
Yes.
right. I'll be up there on the bench with you,
Yeah.
and I'll be judging things. I'm going to have to ask Judge DeFranco. He's probably in a good mood now that he's officially won. I'll ask him if I can borrow his robe.
Oh my.
That'll be good.
Guilty of having a good float here or something. But yeah, and so there are these things but the prices are pretty inexpensive. The $5 concert, for gosh sakes,
It's really wonderful.
And you can go down to Lakeview Park, and your kids can see Santa. You can see all the lights. You can see all the cars. You can go on a carriage ride. And it would be nice if you threw a couple bucks over for the guy that's doing the carriage ride, and maybe at the Santa Claus thing. But you don't really have to. But if you do $2 each, that's $4. I mean, that's
The carriage ride
And all
is
the
nice.
Christmas cards are up down at
Yeah.
Lakeview Park.
right,
They're all
exactly.
up, so you'll get to view
And,
them also.
And we showed the video yesterday, but the carriage rides, the guy got the thing. It was used to be
From
used
New York
in Central.
City.
Yeah, it used to be in Central Park.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know
It's
that.
beautiful.
So and he seems to have a lot of fun doing that. So I mean, that is tailor made for kids. If
So call us.
Yes.
Get a ticket.
We got tickets, and if you want to give us a call,
If you're wondering, should I or shouldn't I? That's like
A great Christmas gift.
Do you? Yeah, you could give them as Christmas gifts.
absolutely.
And if you enjoy the fireworks, or you know how important it is to the community, I've talked to people that say that hotels, motels, restaurants, different things. There are certain days that result in them making a profit for the year, and so this is
Absolutely.
one of them. So
Absolutely.
it's if you're a business or whatever, that's something to think about.
The 4th of July festival brings thousands and thousands of dollars to the Conneaut community. Absolutely. Hands down, I know it does. The stores here in the area, food vendors, if they run out of potatoes or onions or something, they got to go to
The grocery
Orlando's,
store.
Right.
or Save a Lot, and just fuel.
Yeah.
These guys coming into town from wherever. Some of them come from Florida, with their food trailers, and they come into town and they're here for a week, and they have to survive. They got to, so it brings thousands and thousands of dollars to the Conneaut community.
So that's something to consider also. So it all begins at 3:30 on December 31st, 3:30 p.m. And it will go till the ball drops and all that. And
Yep.
there'll be all kinds of food throughout. There will be all kinds of adult beverages. You're not
Good laughter.
How much longer before you'll be able to imbibe in those adult beverages?
Yes.
You have to be 21.
I have to be 21. Next year, maybe.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah, that's something we need to add. That's this is a 21 and over event, so.
Right. Okay.